this is Rhonda with Rhonda's Crafty Chaos, and today I have a super simple, cute Mother's Day, something you could do for Mother's Day, for a mom that likes books or something. Floral arrangement. We're going to use these pretty flowers and some of this greenery, some of this filler bush, pretty satin ribbon, and then just a book I got at the Dollar Tree. So we'll just take the cover off because we won't need it, and just kind of open it up and get the spine kind of to relax just a little bit. And let's see, keep going. There. Okay, so it's kind of find the middle of it, of your book, and that looks like about the middle right there. So don't want these blank pages, so we'll just rip them out. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to make kind of a vase type thing right here in the middle, and I made one right here to show you how we're going to do it. So here, so we found the middle. Now we just need to get a pair of scissors right here. I'll get my good sewing scissors. Look at these. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to take 3 or 4 pages. So I've got 3 here, and we're going to find about the spot we want to start our little vase thing. So I think I'm gonna start it right there. So I just cut these out, and then could either rip them or use an X-Acto knife, but ripping them is just fine. So we take the pages that we just cut, and we use them as a guide to cut the rest of the pages. So we're going to cut about 6 or 5 or 6 sets of 3, because the sets of 3 are what we're going to make the these curls out of right here. So that's what. So we want 5 or 6 on each side. That one's trying to be tough. So I guess I better start counting, right? We've got, I think, 4 sets. These are some really good scissors. Won't hardly cut, but that's okay. They'll cut paper just fine. My glue gun fired up just a little bit. Okay, we'll cut 1 more set, and then if we feel like we need another set, we will cut that. We want to end on a page that looks pretty decent. Not have a whole, I don't like that. Well, I guess we'll be cutting that out. So, I still really like this page because it's solid. Okay. All right, so we've got that side done. Now we'll start cutting this side. And cut them the same length. And there we go. 2 more. And we better go 3 more. Oh. all this will be covered up by the flowers, so it doesn't matter how that looks. And that will kind of help hold the book open too. Okay, I had some really old books and I thought, oh, I don't know if I dare cut them up like this. I use them for decoration. I didn't really want to cut them up. Okay, we're gonna do 4 for the first one. Uh-oh, see, we have that couple of blank pages in there, so we hopefully, yeah, we'll get through it. Okay, you kind of line them up down here at the bottom really good, because this is where you're gonna put some glue down there to hold it. So see how those are going? So you just kind of give them a little bit of a push, because you don't want it to be really big like this. You want them to be a little bit more narrow, but you want them to not crease. So keep going. There's 1, 2, 3. Man, we've been so warm here in Utah. Oh, it was 80 degrees yesterday, and I'm pretty sure it was 80 degrees today too. I didn't look at the temp today, but I'm pretty sure it was, because it's warm in our house, and I haven't turned on our air conditioner yet. Okay, now we're starting from the other side, and so we did the loops going this way. Now we'll do the loops going the opposite way. Okay, so that's looking good. And okay, starting to not line up down there, so I gotta keep paying attention down at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. At first they don't like to stay right down in the little groove, but as you kind of play with them a little more, they get more used to being down there. Okay, down 3. Oh, wrong way. And the last one. Okay, and this is where you're just going to kind of make sure they're lined up right down here. This is where you're going to kind of give it just a little gushing. Okay, so we've got that, and that looks pretty good, and that looks pretty good up there. So now I'm just waiting on my glue gun. I forgot to turn it on. I thought I had it turned on. So anyway, once we get that done, then we're just going to take the edges and start rolling them up. Just not so much, but just a little bit. You just take 2 or 3 pages, and I just have a paintbrush, and I'm using that as my little roller. And keep going. You guys see all these marks on my hands? I've been out doing yard work, and my hands are just nicked up. Of course, I didn't take the time to go grab gloves. I just started doing it, and I didn't want to take the time to run and get them, and now my hands are paying for it. Okay, so that, we'll keep rolling, just a few more, as much as you want. I mean, you can really roll them tight and get them way up there, or I just like to have just a few corners, and then I kind of try to marry them together so they'll all roll kind of the same direction. That one I took way too many papers, and it just doesn't want to do anything. So we'll take it apart and do it in a couple of different sections. I love doing things fast and I get caught up in it. So now that kind of all are stuck together, you kind of just want them to spread out just a little bit. There. So you just kind of play with it. Keep rolling as much as you want, and I just feel like that's being too stuck together, so I'm gonna have to start rolling these ones a little tighter, some a little tighter and some not so tight, and then they might yeah, see how that's looking? I like it loose like that. So we'll do a couple loose and then a couple tight. Do that one way up there. Yeah, see how that looks a lot better? I like that. Okay, and you'll just keep going on all the corners, rolling them up. Grab 2 or 3 sheets. Man, this book being brand new, it's kind of hard. Doesn't want to roll real well. Don't want to come apart. And as crafters, you lose your fingertips with all your sanding and your glue and everything. So anyway, you just keep going and keep going like that. You get the sides to roll up, but I want to show you guys right here. See, it's all lined up, and I just take just a little bit of glue. Gotta grab a stick of glue. And I just run it. Oh, come on, what's wrong with you? Oh, dear. Okay. An utter fail. I thought I had it turned on, and it wasn't turned on, so we'll just keep rolling. Or actually, I'll just show you guys. I just put a bead of glue just right here, right where the pages end in the book, and then I do a bead of glue right there so that when it stands up, they're not going to start popping out. Okay, so we'll go to this book since we already know what we're doing there. Okay, so glue gun, we don't even need you. Okay, now I want to kind of wax this up a little bit, and I'm trying to I think I just want to use the little brushes to wax them, these pages. So I'm gonna open this up somehow, and this is just a really tight sponge, and I'm gonna work on just a sheet of paper here and see. I kind of like that. Okay, so I'm going to dab it off, but I want to get these edges a little bit dirty and get the sides of the book a little, and then a little bit up here too. So I'll put a little bit of stuff right there on the edges, on the bottom. Just kind of grunge the book up. Get these pages a little grungy. There. That's kind of looking do the corners really dark and then lighter in the middle. And the sides pretty dark. And this is just the wax, the antique wax. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to use it on paper, but we'll just go with it. There's no reason why you couldn't use it on paper. Okay, I want to kind of dirty some of these top pages up. And the sides of it. Get the corners. See how that's looking? That's looking pretty cool, huh? I'm gonna get some of these pages that are poking out. Okay. You're not going to see nothing through here, but we'll grunge it up anyway, just in case it's poking through. And I'll get some grunge going on these. Get the ends grunged up. Probably won't see much of the top of these either, these little peaks, but if we're grunging, we're going to do it all. Okay. All right, let's go with some of these pages. That's the easiest, it looks like. Just take a page at a time and kind of putting a little grunge on it. Holding it. All right. Get pretty cool. Here we go. Hope you guys are all having a great day. I just want to thank you guys for all your support and watching my channel and making my dreams come true. This is what I would love to do, and I appreciate you guys spending your time with me crafting. I've always said this is my happy place in here. This is where my mind gets to stop dealing with reality and just have fun. Okay. Oh, I love the way this is looking. Love it. Okay. Get some good wax on these. Lift them up and kind of go through the pages. Give them a little wax. Wax this up down here, make it dark. Okay, it's looking pretty grungy. It's perfect. I want to do the tip of this page. There's a couple of white pages over here that are poking through. Grunge them up a bit. There's a white one. As we go through, we might pick up our little brush here and do some more, but we'll stop right there with that. Okay. All right. Well, we're not going to stop. We're going to keep doing some right here. Okay, now that's looking pretty cool. See that? Get it up there and close. Okay, now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take you from this end. Hopefully that's a good end. grab my big wire cutters. Cut some of these stems off. I'm going to pull some of these leaves because with this, we're just going to hot glue them down in those little holes. And so we won't need any really tough wires or anything. Okay, we're going to start with that many. I'll pull a couple of these little greenery bushes off. Okay, let's start with that. And start with a couple of these fillers first. Maybe we should put these beautiful flowers. Look how pretty those are. Those are just so pretty. All right, here we go. Do a tall, kind of a shorter one, kind of going off to the side there. And maybe this tall one here in the back. And we'll put a little hot glue on him and him. Okay. Hold it for the glue to dry. Put this one right here in the front. This is what it's looking like so far. You see? Okay. I don't know about trying to get a better angle, but we're going to try some of these cute little fern-looking bushes. Try to give it a little more interest. I'm going to put one going down in the front. We're just using these little holes as our for our little, I think I'm going to do some tall here in the back. So that would give it some interest back there. That kind of curled at the end, so we'll nip that one off. Put that right back there with the other. This pretty little one right there. Oh, that was looking gorgeous. Look how pretty that looks so far. It looks so pretty. I'll stage this and show you guys pictures when I'm done here. It's going to be so pretty. I think this will also be pretty inside it. It's from Michael's. All these flowers are from Michael's. I love their flowers and greenery, and if you hit the sales, you get it pretty dang cheap. I try to get all mine at the end of season, so I get it really cheap. I just have to wait a year to use it most of the time, but as I've collected, I've got plenty of flowers for every season. Well, come on. Little wire. There we go. He was trying to be tough. Okay, I'm going to trim these down quite a bit. We'll see if we like them in this. Oh yeah, that's going to be pretty. Put a couple of them. Put this little bugger right back here. A little bit of height. Oh, that's so pretty. Stick this one right up here in front. It's looking gorgeous. I'm going to stick this leaf right here. I'm just going to stick it right to these pages right here because I kind of want it going down the book right here. See how that kind of cascades down? I think that's going to be pretty. Maybe do some of these a little part of these cascading down with it. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Okay, we'll put just a little bit of glue on that. Oh my heck, that looks so pretty. Just like that. I was thinking do like a loose little bow, and this is chiffon ribbon I have here. And I think, I'm not sure what kind of, just like even just a bow. Like this. Might be the prettiest. Just a real simple, loose, loopy. So it's kind of flopping. Coming down like that. What do you guys think? How that kind of looks. I think that's going to be pretty, but I think I'm going to have do the tails just a little bit longer. And do these loops, long and loopy. And kind of really like how that looks, just like that. Okay, get my scissors. I'm going to cut it at an angle. And then I'm just going to glue it on with some hot glue. This is just the simplest, easiest little, super fun little arrangement. Like I said, for a mom that loves books. Look at how pretty that is. That's so pretty. All right. I will get this staged and get pictures of it. And you guys can see how beautiful it is. Thank you for watching. Have a great evening.